the way. It's still just 100% commitment to the top.
What's that?
Just 100% commitment to the top, nothing else. So apparently one monster is the trick, but I told him tomorrow night 20 more laps to like get that throw off the formula.
Yeah. 1.5? Drink it later?
He said he'd bring one at the split. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Green board's actually wetter than I thought it was going to be. Like, I thought it was just going to get slow right away, but I mean, it still might, but it's just a little greasy. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't learn anything. It's going to get a little better, and then it's going to get worse. You want me to even run one lap on the top down there, or just sell off both of them? Driving across.
We only ran a 16:39
on the top. Might not be any speed up there. I'll try it out on my coming to the green just to get the speed.
Yeah, just swing.
If it don't feel good, I'll just shorten it up. On the bottom of 1 and 2.
You think so?
Oh my god, dude, after the check, like for some reason you just sort of slip right when the sun hits the track. It gets a little, dude, after the checkered I like smoked through the middle. I guarantee it would have been a 10th or more.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to say most everybody's done the same thing you did.
So far the guys I was watching, I thought were running the top. What did Freddie do? I don't know. I know the 48 ran the bottom down here. Bob, I felt like there was actually a lot of time on the bottom of 1 and 2 that I
watched it on here when you went through 1 and 2, and I was like, I looked kind of stuck.
Like after the checker?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it felt really good.
Teammate 8, 9 to be back, lined up by 50.
know. You're never biding your time in sprint car racing, especially an 8-lap heat race. So, no, my car was just really good. Felt like I had a good run on Freddie early. Got too low in 3 and 4. I'm about spun out twice, I think, on lap 2. So, just kind of took me a few laps to get my momentum back up. And car felt good. You never know what's happening behind you. And just felt like we were a little bit better than him. So, obviously, you want to win every time you're on the racetrack. And put ourselves in a good spot for the rest of the night. So these guys have been doing a great job on the car, and I think we're getting better every time we hit the track. So hopefully we can just keep up with how the track changes and go from there.
The bottom's a little greasy still?
Something. I mean, I literally like almost spun once, and then like, oh, okay.
Like, man, he's going for this heat race like he's trying to fill out a bingo card.
And then spun.
You got in on the lock-in.
Then I about spun out again. I'm like, I mean, I can't spin out twice in one corner. Coming to the white, something blew off somebody's car going into 3, and there was debris everywhere. That's why I dove to the bottom hard going down the backstretch. I don't think I hit it, but you might look at the tires.
You didn't feel like bump or anything, did you?
Huh?
You didn't feel like bump?
I didn't feel anything. I just saw pieces go flying. It was like body pieces or a piece of wing or something, but it's disintegrated, so it was almost like it had to be somebody's body.
Okay.
Hunter owes you a beer. Because I got him in.
I mean, honestly, like, after I about spun, I'm like, well, just relax here and run second. Then I like started catching him. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly thought about that. I was sitting there behind him 2 laps going up. Run second, I let him in. I really didn't know what that did. I was like, I think I'm passing, just passing, let it go.
I was worried it might be a little free, but it didn't look bad.
No, it worked really good.
And obviously crossing
Took
the
off
seams.
great on the start. Stayed plugged in right through the middle. Never really ran the top because that's where he was.
Yeah.
Felt like I could make time. Shortening it up just a little bit. Thought I hit the bottom like pretty decent. And then the next time I went down there, I guess I just got like the tire was lower, but
Yeah.
it was bad.
Yeah, I feel like this place is almost like seams. It just like depends on how you hit the seam, where it goes. That works.
Lucas Wolf and Daryn Pittman.
Is one enough or two too many? If I drink another one, like if I don't drink another one and I'm really fast for 15 and then I terrible the last 15, well, I don't know why.
So green 4 is really good and really easy. The only thing I don't like is my exit two. It's like I'm already, I don't know exactly what's happening. I feel a little bit tight entering one. And then I just sort of feel okay in the center, and then I feel like I drop and spin on the exit. Green 4 is like
Drop the back or drop the...
like I feel like I just dropped my left rear and I start spinning the center out. I definitely don't feel like I drive hard off my like 3 or 4.
Is it like you get tight in a little bit?
I feel like I'm a little bit, like I'm wondering if that doesn't hurt my exit, like if I don't start sawing on the wheel or something. I mean, not bad, but I'm just trying to figure out like why do I drop so bad center out? But I mean, Corey sort of did that too.
You You ran like a 3 something. They ran 1s and 2s. Did he?
Yeah, every single lap on Corey's time was a 1. He was quick. I mean, my 3 and 4, I don't think my car could be any better. So, and my only complaint is my exit 2, and I don't know if that's something that I'm doing with the wheel to make it drop on the exit, or if it just falls. Felt amazing for about 3 laps, and then it's almost like the bleeders don't keep up. Like, just after a few laps, I just start getting freer.
Appreciate it.
Like, I can't spin a tire off of turn 2 for 2 laps.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it just
You're gonna let it down like 2 or 3 tenths maybe?
probably won't hurt. I mean, what's happening is that Lucas in second?
Yeah.
And Logan in third?
You're most, like, Wagner's probably the only one that's better. Like, when you run a good lap, you're as good or better than Lucas, and you're usually like 6-7 tenths clear that first lap.
Yeah. What's happening on the starts that they're getting a shot at me? Which ones were better?
He probably, the top was fine. He just rolled the top when you went to the bottom. I guess they don't have to follow you.
They're supposed to. That's why I moved to the bottom.
That's what I thought too, so I wasn't sure.
Okay.
And we're not going to find out because he's in the fence and they can't penalize him now, so.
I mean, I would prefer to just take off on the top like I was, because I feel like I've got more speed at the cone.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm opening it up for somebody to shorten it and get a run. But
Sure they pretty much follow you when they do.
okay.
Stiff 17.
Is Lucas running the top?
Yeah, everybody is.
Oh. So anyway, it's still just 100% commitment to the top.
What's that?
Just 100% commitment to the top, nothing else.
Slow racing victory lane. He's going up top. Make some noise.
Hey!
Daryn, boy, that was one I felt like you had to earn that one, and
when those races are long like that, it takes a while to get those short runs. Does that get a little bit frustrating as a driver to not be able to find that groove, or is it nice because it keeps that clean track out in front of you?
I think the cautions probably played into our favor tonight for sure. I really thought after watching the B that the top was going to give up, and I thought, you know, the middle would kind of come in as it normally does here, but I think not getting in traffic kind of just helped me stay in clean air and realized that the lap cars really weren't doing anything on the middle to the bottom at all. So honestly, I felt like my car wasn't as great once I got to, you know, some dirty air and behind some cars. So I definitely felt really good for about 4 laps after every caution, and then kind of started getting freer and freer as it went on. So we made a few adjustments there, and I just got to thank Kevin. He's been doing a great job. This car's been a lot of fun to drive, and I really enjoyed our you know, what we've done this year. And our results haven't been obviously what we had hoped for, or the expectations that I think we both had for at the start of the season. But obviously to get a win, a big win here at Port Royal, Tuscarora 50 weekend. Obviously our main goal is tomorrow night, but it's great to you know, run solid last night, come back on a completely different racetrack tonight, and run well. So obviously just hats off to Kevin and Bob, Lane, Dylan, Batman. These guys do a great job and keep working hard every day, and there's no doubt they'll do the same thing tomorrow.
How tough has it been? You've only run, I think tonight was the 15th race of the season, being semi-retired now, family owning a business, bringing on new changes. But to get a victory against this kind of field in just your 15th race of the year, and we're in mid-September almost, how tough has that been to get back in the groove and kind of find that groove as a sprint car driver?
I think to get back to like 90% is easy, but you know, it takes that last 10% of just really being sharp and making good moves. And you know, last night I feel like I made mistakes that if I had raced 70 times already this year, I probably would have, and I think we would have had a better chance to maybe win. But I could take 5 years off and not ever race, and other than Lance, Deweese, probably still have way more races than most of the guys that we're racing against nowadays. So I got to say hi to my family at home, Katie, Taylor. Hopefully Mom let them stay awake to watch this one. But love you, miss you, and hopefully we can try to get another win for them tomorrow night. But got to thank Shipley Energy for coming on board. Obviously a huge local company that is trying to make a mark in racing, and we're proud to represent them this weekend and for the National Open. So glad to have them on board for this win. And like I said, it's been a blast, and it's just been a lot of fun to drive this 39.
If you would have told me that we were going to actually win a race this week, I don't know.
Thank you.
I wouldn't have 100% have thought that was really going to happen. We're never good at work.
We're okay.
We're normally not that good.
We already got another 1,000 for tomorrow minimum.
Oh yeah, no matter
Or
what,
1,500.
tomorrow.
Yeah, professional.
I hope we don't.
No, I hope not.
If we're using that, we're not in contention. I mean, 50 laps, you never know.
I think it's you and Lucas Wolf.
To be fair, I think
More of a
Spencer
warm
started like
Marks.
last year.
I mean, 50 laps you can, sure, but I don't want to.
Why do we come to races? Big checks, blowjobs, and brawls.
Bras?
Brawls.
Broads?
Physical fights.
Make sure you cut.
Violence.
You gotta cut
Broads.
the video right at that moment.
Let's go get a milkshake.
Let's go get a milkshake.
Winners get
all
sprinkles.
Daryn.
Prelim night sprinkles, but whatever.
So apparently one monster is the trick, but I told him tomorrow night 20 more laps, so that's throw off the formula.
Yeah. 1.5? Drink it later?
He said he'd bring one at the split. Is that
You drink it.
8, 6, 2,
Stop,
9,
Dylan.
7, 4, 8,